Usapang Pinoy, mas masaya sa Usapang Pinoy. Usapang Pinoy, tumutok na sa Usapang Pinoy. Buksan na ang telepono pagkatapos magbugas ng plato. Tumawa at matuto kahit na puro biro. Dito sa Usapang Pinoy, mas masaya sa Usapang Pinoy. Usapang Pinoy, tumutok na sa Usapang Pinoy.
Ito pala, wala akong saan. Nakakaloka. Ayan, i-hide muna natin itong Kemerut. Ayan, hello. Wala mga samang panig kayo ng mundo na naman. Magandang safe araw sa inyong lahat. Ayan. At isa na naman kanood-nood na episode ngayon dito sa Nag-iisa at pilit tinutularan charot. Oo, ang Usapang Pinoy. Echosera with me, Chas. Echosera talaga with me, nakakaloka, di ba? Oo, today is very tsaka of course bongga ang gabing ito kasi hindi dahil ang pag-uusapan natin is about mental health awareness, Bisaya lang tayo. Mental health awareness and of course the stigma of Kemerut. Tapos and tonight hindi lang 'yun ang tatalakayin natin, but tonight kundi syempre ang bongga ang gabing ito dahil andiyan kayo. No? So, marami tayong pag-uusapan na medyo makaka-relate tayong lahat kasi of course ang pag-uusapan natin about brains. Okay? Oo, mental nga, di ba? And I know bihira tayong maging seryoso sa ating mga live streams, alam natin yan. And pero today, ito yun. Ito talaga yun. Okay. Magseryosohan muna tayo sa ating mga streams. Kaya dyan kasi pag-uusapan natin kaano ba ka-importante na pag-usapan dito sa Usapang Pinoy ang mental health. Ano ba? Mental health awareness at saka yung stigma. You know, we have to break that stigma kasi nga pati nga stigma di natin alam anong ibig sabihin ng stigma. At sino-sino dyan sa inyo ang may diferensya sa utak? Charot. Oo, pero ichichika yan ng ating apakatalagang guest natin na kung saan nag-iintay ako. Oo, yung guest natin. Would like to thank Joyce Layos for inviting her. Although wala pa siya. So, paging Joyce Layos, yun. Kasi kung wala siya, di ako ang chichika. Next week ulit. Mental health awareness kasi nga hindi natuloy, di ba? So, alam mo ba itong guest natin, nang hingi ako ng bio, ang binigay resume dai. Nakakaloka. Ang haba. Nag-sorry si Joyce. So, kaya naman mga yon, stay posted lang dito sa ating live stream tonight. Okay? At saka, of course, hindi natin alam itong episode na to. Maraming talaga kayong makakapulutan, especially for those who are working at a mental health institution. Yes, so sa mga nagtatrabaho sa mga facilities na you are dealing with mental illness, ayan, depression, ayan, magandang pag-usapan ng mga bagay na yan tonight. Ayan. Okay. So, at para magawa nyo yan na you stay posted, ganon, stay posted. Dut the hearts. Alam mo may hearts dyan, like hearts. Wag yung angry. Hearts lang. Damihan nyo yung hearts. Click that, share nyo ang stream, i-share nyo ang stream, no? Huwag kakalimutan i-share ang stream para marami kayo dyan, nakakatuwa kaya. Tsaka pag dinutdut ninyo hearts, ang gandang tingnan. Pero i-try nyo nga, magdut kayo ng hearts ng ganun. Ayan o, nakikita ninyo. Magdut kayo ng hearts ng ganyan, i-try nyo. Tsaka yung like, ang gandang tingnan. Kasi at saka nakakatulong kayo. Since nanonood na naman kayo dyan, dututin nyo na. Okay? So, ayan. And of course, huwag niyong kakalimutang i-follow ang mga ito. Yes, i-follow ninyo. Yan. ang ating mga social media accounts, of course, 'di ba? Nandito na lang kayo sa Facebook. Huwag niyong kakalimutan, ang ganda ko diyan. Yes, and Philam South Bay Community, this is the page. Ang gagawin niyo lang, mag-join, puntahan niyo ang page. And then, this is the Philam South Bay Community Group. Hindi ko alam kung nag-8K na yan. Alam mo naman, hindi tayo nag-ano. But, invite your friends, your family to join Philam South Bay Community Group. Okay? This is a private group, so we're road to 8K. Actually, 10K na yata. Yes. And of course, huwag kakalimutan din i-follow ako. Meron po akong TikTok. Ayan, kung sino man sa inyo may mga TikTok, ay follow nyo ko as Xiaovibes. Okay? Ayan. And ang aking Kumu, kung saan kailangan kayong mag-install ng Kumu if you don't have Kumu yet. Twitter! Ay, hindi pa pala. IG, guys, if you have an Instagram, please follow me on Instagram. And of course, ang aking Twitter. And at ang aking YouTube channel. Sa mga nandyan nanonood sa aking YouTube channel, maraming salamat. Shower out kay Leia. Sino ba yon? Ulitin natin. Si Leia, anong apelyido ng Leia? Nakalimutan ko tuloy. Si Leia Paulino. Ayan. Si Leia Paulino is always, ayan, pang nagko-comment yan. Nagko-comment siya palagi. Nanonood ng aking mga videos. And stay tuned ka lang, Leia, because you have something from from Philam South Bay. Wow. You have something from Monsac. Si Monsac talagang nagkaroon ng ano. Oo. At saka sa mga mag-sponsor ng prize tonight, mag-press 1 lang kayo. Oo, di ba? Yan. So, guys, thank you so much. Maraming salamat sa mga nandyan nanonood. Please share this stream at mag-enjoy tayo. Pag-uusapan natin dito sa Usapang Pinoy, Break the Stigma. Oo. Break the stigma. Anong ibig sabihin ba nun? Break. Anong sabihin ng break? Char. Ibig sabihin, hindi natin alam sabihin ng break. Alam nyo, yung tawag dito, yung aking guest, wala pa talaga dito. Nakakaloka. Di ba? So, again, thank you. Ulit, mag-ano muna tayo, kumeme muna tayo ng mga ano. Huwag niyo kalimutang i-share ang live stream na ito ha. Ni-click ang heart. Dututin natin dyan sa baba para magandang tingnan sa stream. Charos. Yes. At before the end of the stream, meron tayong prizes na pamimigay. Kaya stay lang kayo. Sana all nag-stay. You have to be in here to win the prize. And we will be giving 1 Vibrant Choco from Vibrant Wellness. O, kasi nagkakape na kayo, Vibrant Choco naman. And of course, Vibrant Milk Tea. Ay, diba yan? Vibrant Milk Tea at isa ang makaka-receive din ng Xiaovibes shirt. So, ayan. Kung meron pang gustong ang tawag dito, kung meron pang gustong mag-donate, thank you. Okay, alam niyo bang marami kaming magandang balita dito sa show na ito ngayon, tonight. Una, we would like to congratulate Ana Rita Reyes! Woo! Alam niyo ba kung bakit namin kino-congratulate si Ana Rita? Kasi si Ana Rita, one of the admins of Philam South Bay, guys. One of the hindi na. Ay, sabi niya 9. She won last time. Ano yun? She won last time. Yes. Oo nga, nanalo yan si Leia. Hindi ko lang alam kung anong hindi nakalimutan ko. Pero titingnan natin, hindi pa napapadala sa kanya. Kasi Leia is from the Philippines. Hindi ko, anyway, akala nila 9 p.m. today. In 8 p.m. ko kasi nga of the guest. Tsaka nakapost ko yun sa aking timeline. But sorry, it's okay. Panoorin nyo na lang ito. By the way, ag-outliting ko, Admin Ana Rita of Philam South Bay, congratulations. She is now the Commissioner for Library and Education, the City of San Jose. Yes, congratulations, Ana Rita. Nakakalokang babaeng to. No? May 2 ng libro na sinulat, tapos ito na Commissioner for for Library and Education. Ay, alam mo, ang dance troupe ko talaga. Sana library ako sa community hall, Ana Rita, baka naman. Pwede na ba kami makagamit sa educational dito sa may ano ba yan dito sa may sa yung educational center. Hindi ko alam. Pwede ba namin magamit yung community hall? Sige. Yung dance troupe, yes. By the way, speaking of dance troupe, the Soul Twisters Entertainment Dance Academy is inviting new members, okay? New members ng dance group age 8 years old, malalaki o mababae man, age 8 years old up to 14 years old. Wag nang above ng 15, 16 kasi nagsisilakihan kayo eh. Nakakaloka, nawawalan ako ng dancers after pag nagka-college na kayo. Okay, 8 years old up to 14 years old. Kung 15, okay lang naman, or 16. Sige, pwede na yan. Oo, pwede na yan. Ayan, mag-hello tayo sa ating mga viewers today. Kung saan, hindi ko alam kung sino mga nandito. Monza! Okay. So, sino to? Lopez Ann, hello. Erica Kaliwag, Cesar, hi. And Vibe Squad, of course. Marcos Prado, hello. Hello, Marcos Prado. No sound? Wala bang sound? May sound ba? May sound? Wala. Merong sound? Wala. Guys, paano nga naman? Kanina pa ako kuda ng kuda kung walang sound. Nakakaloka. Chumi-chika ako dito. Wala palang sound. Totoo ba? Chichuwa? Chichuwa? Chuchuwa. Walang sound. Nakakaloka. Hindi nga. Totoo. May sound. Walang sound. Pa-press 1. Meron bang sound? Ay, meron. Oh, di ba? Oh, hi kay June Alde. Meron palang sound. Kayo talaga. Okay. At guys, stay tuned kayo dyan. Parang baka manalo kayo ng mga prizes. At kahit nasa Pilipinas, you will be able to win. Okay. So, mag-hi tayo kay Marcos Prado. Ito si Marcos Prado. Arnie Chicken Skin. Hello, Kerry Vera. Monza. Good evening. Love and hope to all 365 days. Hindi sa akin yan. Kay Ana Rita, alam mo naman. Miriam Mendoza Ramirez, hello sa inyo. And of course, hello kay Ana Rita. Of course, pag walwal ang utak, may mental health issue ba ako? Ay, ang gandang tanong. Mamaya, sino ka? Facebook user? Sino yon? Kasi hindi ko na ano yun. Oo. Ay, si Monza pala to. Nakakaloka ka. Mamaya, ikaw talaga ang topic. Wait. Sino pa ba to nandito? Bakit Facebook user lang dito ka, Monza? Ayan, Ay, nako. Of course, ang mga VAs ng Young Marketplace. Blooming, iba talagang yung O-skin. Di ba? Iba talagang O-skin. Kasi kagabi na gano'n ako nag-secret gold. Kaya mo yan? Yes. Hindi ba? Wala pa yung aking guest. Naluluka ako. Leia, thank you so much. Ayan, June Alde, how are you to find me? Okay, nasaan ang Vibe Squad? Nawawala yung Vibe Squad. Paano ko kaya i-share ito? I-share nyo naman ito. Asan kaya ang IC? Teka lang, kasi mag-share lang ako ha. Kasi ako na ang naggawa ng script. Ako pa ang nag-show. Ako ang director. Ako din ang mag-share. Share natin to. Paano ko share? Kasi wala. Dito na lang, share natin. Yung share. Paano share? Share Young Marketplace? Oo. June, i-share ni ito sa mga estudyante mo. Kasi ang pag-uusapan natin, mental awareness, alam ko mga estudyante mo meron, no? Nagsimula na. Yes, nagsimula na. Okay. Oh my God, I'm so excited because tonight, I have a very, very, very wonderful, and then, hindi ko alam kung anong masasabi ko sa kanya. I asked for a bio of my guest. She gave me, Joyce gave me a resume. It's very, very long, but I am going to have, I don't know, maybe this is going to be a problem of mine. I don't know if she speaks Tagalog or not. But if she doesn't, oh my God, I would like to apologize, everyone. I really don't speak English much. I only speak English Monday to Friday from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. So it's already about 9. I might have a stigma tonight, okay? So, okay, so we are going to discuss now breaking the stigma on, you know what a stigma is? Yung iba sa inyo. Kaya nga kayo yung iba nandito kasi hindi nyo alam, di ba? So, but we are going to talk about, mental health, awareness, and this guest of mine, wala na akong masasabi, but she knows, but the resume that she gave me, she's the one who's going to answer your questions. So if you have questions, guys, just comment, and then, although we will be talking about that, lahat, how to break this stigma, kasi yun na nga ang ating but hindi ko na patatagalin. I would like to call on, of course, she is a graduate of San Jose State University, and her focus of study is mental health. Yan. Kaya nga, sa inyong mga nandyan, you have to, kung sa YTube, you answer the question sa comment section, ano ang focus of study ng ating guest tonight for a chance to win merch or GCash on one of the live streams sa YouTube channel. Kaya stay tuned, dyan lang kayo, okay? And then, baka may marami pa tayong tanong. Oh, I am not going to read the resume. I will let her tell her story and how passionate she is with her job and how she contributes in the community. Lahat yan. Okay, lahat yan. And I hope she speaks Tagalog. I don't know. Maybe she does or Spanish. Ah, charot Spanish. Okay. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, I am privileged enough and honored to have our guest. Let's welcome Rachel ARANZASO!
Hello.
Hi,
Hello, good
Rachel.
evening.
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
How about you guys there and sa baba? Can you hear her? Press 1. Hi, Rachel.
Hello.
So, I would like, first of all, I would like to thank you for saying yes to this. And welcome to Usapang Pinoy. Yes, it's like Pinoy, the Filipino talk of the Filipinos. We are all Filipinos loves to chismis, you know that. When you work with Filipinos, they keep on talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry
Um,
I came in. I joined in late.
no, it's okay. Because I'm fine. But I am so happy you're here. Because this is a very, very special night with you here on Sapang Pinoy, and I'm so proud and honored to be, to have you as my guest tonight. Thank you
Sure.
so much.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So, um, Rachel, so can you tell us, because there's a lot. I mean, if I look at the resume, it's a resume. I was just asking for a small bio. So can you tell us more about yourself?
Sure. So, I earned my master's in social work at San Jose State, and my area and focus of study was mental health. So, I guess I was fortunate enough to, uh, join Good Samaritan Hospital and was able to work at an inpatient psychiatric hospital as a social worker, psychiatric social worker.
Mm-hmm.
And I love my job there. I mean, it's a tough, very, very demanding, challenging, tough job. Um, the reason is because we have a lot of patients come in with lots of pain, lots of trauma. I
Yeah.
don't think there's one patient that came in without trauma. There, you know, one or multiple.
Yeah.
I mean, and you got to be able to really understand these population, or you just can't do the job, or you won't last.
Right.
Very
Right.
demanding, yeah.
Yeah. So I read here a DBT. What's DBT stands for?
Sure. DBT is called dialectic behavioral therapy. And
Mm.
what it is basically a set of coping skills that we teach our patients. Every set of DBT skills, they could be used for anything. For example, patients who are struggling with a death of a loved one, right? A
Uh-huh.
lot of times they can't cope. They don't know how to cope when, let's say, an only child and lost, the father, and then lost the mom and doesn't know how to cope. Um, one set of, I mean, DBT has many coping skills. For example, it has mindfulness skills. There is chain analysis. There's distress tolerance, and I can explain what those are.
Uh-huh.
Radical acceptance. So in that case, every all these set of skills, you can apply them. You can use them for whatever stressful situation you're going through. For example, like I said, the death of a loved one. Radical acceptance is really difficult. It's difficult to accept a death of a loved one, but radical acceptance is basically accepting, things for what it is. But sometimes people are not quite ready to accept
Right.
things, but you could just put yourself in that direction. You can acknowledge it. That doesn't mean you want to accept it right away. It just puts you on the right path.
Yeah,
That's
for me, one of those is like just comforting a patient, because it's an end of life, something like that.
Yes, yes, that's
Uh-huh.
right. End of life. I also worked at a skilled nursing facility before, and I dealt with, you know, end of life.
Oh
And a
yeah,
lot of family do not want to let go.
right. Okay, so our topic today is like breaking the stigma. For you, what's the stigma means?
Well, stigma is kind of a belief,
Mm-hmm.
about mental health. Just kind of thinking, oh, mental health, you're not going to get better. It's just, that's just how it is. It's just going to be like that. It's just,
Right.
almost like, people feel like it's karma of some sort. When they're dealing with depression, they feel negative. They can't move forward. They think they're cursed. It's just lots of negative issue. So the stigma behind it is, I mean, it's awful. But you can improve the situation, um through, I guess, talk therapy, dealing with your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
um
The one what I observed, I work in an adult residential facility too, and I'm dealing with psych, uh and it's different. It's really different. But when I thought of the doing this breaking the stigma episode, I tried to have a research on the what you call this, the types of it, because it's not when I look at it, it's not only self. It's like I mean, I was thinking of it as people are telling you of something negative, but there is one that says self stigma.
well,
How does it
it's
affect
like
like
it's
the
it, it's I
yeah,
mean, it's hard for anyone to say, hey, I have, I'm diagnosed with bipolar
right.
disorder, because right away the stigma is that the belief, like, you're crazy. If you
Mhm.
are admitting that you have been diagnosed with major depression, then you're a basket case. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's not the case. I mean, everybody, all of us are going through a lot of issues. And it's really how it comes down to how you deal with it, how you process your emotions. We all have, stressors in our life.
Right. Here's a question with from our viewers. From Marcos. Who's this? From Marcos Prado. The question is, who are the best people to connect if you have this stigma of pain?
Well, the best people to connect with would be your therapist.
Mm-hmm.
It's not so bad to see a psychiatrist either. I'm definitely an advocate for medication, psychotropics, medications. The reason is because I've seen patients at their worst come in an inpatient psych, and
Uh-huh.
then amazingly I see them get better.
Oh yeah.
Without medications, I don't think I'll be able to work with them, because it's going to be difficult. A lot of patients are depressed. They're just kind of holed up in that negative hole where they feel like it's the end of their life. They can't get out of it. And one
Right.
of my job as a psychiatric social worker is I have to pull them out in that hole. And I have to do everything I can as far as guiding them what needs to be done in order for you to get out of that hole. And
Oh.
again, I teach all those skills: mindfulness, radical acceptance, distress tolerance, chain analysis. Chain analysis is like, those are DBT skills. um, chain analysis is basically analyzing the consequences of your behavior. A lot of times patients, they're pissed off, they're upset
Yeah.
because they're on put on 5150, and basically 5150 is you're held against your will for 72 hours because you're either a danger to self or danger to others, or maybe you're GD, or what it means is gravely disabled. A gravely disabled person is somebody who can't make decisions for themselves. They can't even tell you who they are. They don't know what month it is, what day it is. They can't
Right.
seek food, shelter, clothing for themselves. They're that psychotic or catatonic.
Yeah. Speaking of psychotic, here's a saying that sometimes people are labeled as psychotic rather than a person experiencing psychosis. You know, you know.
Mhm.
Um, what can you say about that?
Well, when somebody comes in and they're hallucinating, they're having persecutory delusions, they haven't slept for 5 days or longer,
Mm-hmm.
they're extremely hyperverbal, and they're not making any sense, then yeah, I mean, that would be a psychotic episode. And I've seen a lot of patients like that come in. Sometimes they would you know and for example, a bipolar disorder is very common in patient psych. And one of the symptoms of bipolar is not sleeping. They're quite grandiose, and grandiose would be like them saying, oh, I want to be like, Stephen King. I want to direct this fabulous movie, and I think it's going to be a success. They're just quite strange, like on top of the world per se.
Yeah.
So those would be symptom of bipolar psychosis too. If a patient is not sleeping, I'll tell you, it's scary,
Yeah.
because
Right.
they're gonna be a psychotic for sure, and I've seen it.
Yeah. So can you give me can you give me an exact, like an example how you deal, how do you deal with people like with mental illness, really? I know you had that experience already, like how to calm if there's a behavior. How do you do that?
De-escalate, you mean? Yeah,
Yeah. Mhm.
de-escalate, sure. We get a lot of those in patient psych, because they don't like to be 5150, or sometimes they get pissed off even more if they're put on 5250.
Mhm.
5250 is another term for them being put on a 2-week hold. Basically, that happens a lot if the psychiatrist feels that they're still a danger to self, um, and they're upset. Yeah, sure. So what I do with them is I try to really, um, it, it varies, I guess. When a patient is upset, you kind of want to just talk to them, level with them, make eye contact, and just say, look, I understand you're upset right now, but I want you to know I'm on your side. I want to help you. I'm always going to be here. When you're ready to talk,
Mhm.
let the nurse know and to call me, but I'm here for you. Okay, so I just want to respect your space. If there's anything you need, please let me know. I understand what you're going through. I'm here for you. They love that. They may not admit it, but saying that to them after all what they've been through, because you and I don't know what these people are gone through.
That's
Really,
true.
they've gone
Yeah.
through so much pain. So the first thing is you have to be a very empathetic, very understanding. um Not good to be judgmental.
Mhm.
You have to kind of level with them, meaning you have to put yourself, just imagine what they've been through, because when you kind of do that, it makes you be more sympathetic, empathetic, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Here's another question. Who experienced this mostly, male or female?
um I can't say, just male. It's really both.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, someone is raising a personal issue here on our viewers. I can't stop pulling my hair. I have tried cutting my hair short, but did not work.
But yeah, what do you mean?
I I don't know. I don't even know what does what does this mean.
You
But
mean like a
she's.
behavior, like a self harm
I think
behavior?
it's a behavior because she can stop
Oh, okay,
pulling,
got
yeah,
it.
her hair, but she tried to cut her hair short, but it did not work. She still did. So I mean, I think
It's like
continue
you're
pulling.
saying like it's a self harm
Self,
behavior.
yeah,
Yeah, I've seen
probably.
those too. What I would advise for somebody who's engaging in a lot of self harm like that, like cutting, self cutting, pulling hair or peeling lips or stuff like that, would be a distress tolerance. So distress tolerance is another a set of coping skills, DBT, dialectic
Mm-hmm.
behavioral therapy coping skills. What it is I tell my patients if at any time, and I've seen a lot of patients like this too. They're borderline. They're BPD, borderline personality disorder. So they will cut themselves just because they. I've heard a lot of them say, I feel numb, and I just want to feel a little bit of pain because I feel numb because you know, I've gone through so much trauma. So I tell them, okay, I need you guys to imagine the stop sign. Okay, if at any time you feel like you want to self harm again, I need you to imagine a stop sign, and a stop sign would be, like white letters, right? The word stop with red all around it. And I need you to take some deep breathing. Deep breathing, as in mindfulness, because mindfulness, you know, it really takes a lot of work. I know a lot of people struggle with mindfulness because it's hard to focus on the present moment. But I would tell them, if at any time you feel like grabbing the knife and you want to engage in self harm, I need you to close your eyes, do some deep breathing, and start imagining the word stop. Okay, and do some deep breathing and analyze yourself. Am I overreacting to this, or am I not? I, Focus on your deep breathing, because when you're doing that, basically it's a set of coping skills. It's a distraction skill. That way you're not even gonna know that your emotions are already going, you know what I mean, going down rather than going up, like
Yeah.
being upset, if that makes sense.
Yes, but Rachel, like here in the United States, we have a lot of institutions and facilities that can help, just even lessen or mitigate this kind of, the topic that we have, like the stigma, breaking the stigma. But how about for those like countries? What is really what can tell them for those who cannot even afford to go to a psychiatrist?
Sure.
And they have a family. So what can you advise for them?
Well, what I could advise for them is probably talk talk to somebody, reach out to somebody. It's always good when you're feeling depressed, or
Right.
feeling like you're going through some pain. It's always good to talk to somebody, because when you somebody that you trust, okay, somebody that you know, somebody that knows you as well, or journaling is really good. It's helpful, because you're getting the pain out. And I've even advised patients to, if you want to cut it to pieces, you know
Mm-hmm.
because the idea is you want to get the emotions out. You don't want to, I've heard patients say, I don't want to write a journal because that's just going to drive me crazy. I have to go back and read it again. No, you don't need to do that. You can cut it out, tear it into pieces, or even get a metal trash can and just burn it.
Oh,
you know that will make you feel better, because you're basically getting rid of those bad emotions. So, but it's
yeah.
always good to talk to somebody, because when you talk to somebody, you're letting it out. You're hearing another person kind of tell you, hey, I know you're going through it, but come on, it's gonna get better. You just gotta have faith.
Yeah.
You're getting another.
Sometimes if I do like feel something like, down, I'd rather like yell in a place like the scream and shout, just let it out, something like that. Yeah. Or I write
Yeah,
songs.
you can do that too. You can do that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Joyce is here and she's saying, you are, hold on. I just read it. She is a really good medical social worker. Yes.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah, from Joyce. Yeah. And during the pandemic, did you even did you think that um the
Pandemic.
statistics of, of having, do you think it rised into, like, it just
Yeah.
mm-hmm,
Oh yeah. At the time I was working at the Forum, which is a skilled nursing facility located in Cupertino, and I can't even tell you how many seniors, how many elderly was so
mm-hmm,
depressed, and I had to literally counsel them on top of them going through end of life stages. So it was very challenging, and yes, when I was there, I've seen our residents also die because of due to depression and isolation and COVID and all that. Yeah, it was horrible.
yeah.
Yeah.
It says here, someone, she's having trouble sleeping when she's depressed. It happens,
It's-
right?
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think is the best thing? If it's not medication, I know my medication could help, but what if cannot afford to buy the meds?
If they can't afford the medication, then I would suggest to talk therapy. Talk therapy is always helpful, and if they don't have funds for that, also
Mm-hmm.
self-help books. And now YouTube has a lot of
Oh yeah.
clinicians even providing therapy. There's a lot of there's a ton on TED Talks, by the way. When I was at Good Samaritan Hospital, so I ran the DBT groups there. I ran the
Mm-hmm.
psychotherapy groups there. I did relapse prevent. I ran the dual diagnosis group, and my um, my modality, my treatment modality was relapse prevention, and I absolutely love relapse prevention. Why? Because it works for you know all kinds of people. I find that AA meetings, not a whole lot of people like it because because of religious beliefs. Sometimes they are agnostic,
Yeah.
sometimes they're atheists, they're Jewish faith or whatever, and they don't like, a lot of people don't like religious based, although, AA meetings is still a good thing. Don't get me wrong. And I still, I still like it. But for me, working in inpatient psych ward, I felt that everybody loves to join my group when I do relapse prevention. Why? Because relapse prevention, you can use it, for example, again, self harm.
Mm.
I can use relapse prevention, and I would give them the stages of changes. What is the stages of changes? I'll ask them, like, there's contemplation, pre-contemplation. Are you in maintenance? Are you in action? Where are you at in terms of changing your behavior? Changing your behavior in terms of self harm, cutting. Where are you? In terms of managing your emotions, or it could also be used for drinking, people that are engaging, using drugs. So
Yeah.
it's just you could use it, for it's universal for me. um and then I also ran the psychoeducation group, family psychoeducation group, and I use a lot of TED Talks. And in TED Talks, I would focus on, variety. Sometimes I would talk about bipolar disorder, sometimes I would talk about schizophrenia, or sometimes
Mm-hmm.
I would just talk about self-care. Hey, what is self-care? Because a lot of family, first time, their loved one, had a manic episode, they're like, oh my god, what is this? Like, we don't know what this is. They don't know how to cope with it. So then I would explain to them, how you take care of yourself at the same time while you're taking care of your loved one, so that you
No.
don't you know.
Yeah, Rachel, I have a question regarding having a psychiatrist, visiting a psychiatrist in person. Then during this pandemic, there are some of patients, I mean doctors that we just do like a call. Does it affect like the treatment? I But before
Can
you
you
answer that, I just would like to invite another guest. Yes, this guest is a friend of yours, Joyce Laios. There
Hi,
you go.
Rachel. I'm
Yeah.
actually watching you guys, and I'm so impressed about what you're sharing with the community because not a lot of people actually know there's so much resources, most especially here in Santa Clara County, and where they can get that. And we just want to let you guys know that you guys are not alone.
Mhm.
It's mental health is not something that you battle alone, and there's so much resources that you guys can actually get. And just to know where you guys get it is the hard part. But again, there's county clinics, county hospitals, and there's
Right.
some psych facilities. And don't be afraid if you don't have any insurance. Mental
Mhm.
health are not for people with insurance, it's for everybody. So and our healthcare systems help everyone, not just people with insurance.
Yeah. Thank you, Joyce. Going back to the question, does it affect having the treatment if you just go talk to a patient, you know, over the phone, or go really physically visit the psychiatrist?
can you repeat that? You're kind of breaking up a bit.
Oh, sorry. I mean, during the pandemic, the patients cannot visit a psychiatrist physically. So does that affect the treatment of a person?
Um, I guess it varies. I know that when we had COVID pandemic and then we were on, purple tier, um, a lot of clinicians turned to Zoom, and even doctors were doing Zoom because they can't see the patients, their
Mm-hmm.
clients in person. So you know, I think even though some of the clients or patients weren't able to get medications, maybe lack of insurance, lack of funding, or just has financial burden, they're still able, as long as they can connect with a clinician. I think they'll do just fine. But I guess during COVID pandemic, I've seen a lot of patients, a lot of clients, suffer with
Mhm.
depression big time, because can you imagine, we weren't allowed to go out at all. We couldn't join our family. We couldn't do a whole lot of things at that time. So definitely it's affected people. But like I said, there's many ways there that you could kind of you know um engage into to help yourself. Like I said, talk to somebody, reach out to somebody, talk to loved ones, a friend who somebody knows you, journal,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Yeah.
read self-help books, go to YouTube. There's a ton there, that kind of helps you, pulls your confidence out if you're struggling with self-esteem and all that.
Here's another question. Oh, I like you, Marcos. Huh? Okay, you're kind of engaging. Does exercising help control mental illness just by itself?
Yes,
Mhm.
exercise
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Do
Definitely,
a lot of
medically,
exercise.
yeah, medically, exercise increase your endorphin, which
Yeah.
helps with your dopamine, which is sometimes goes low when you don't exercise and stuff like that. So there's a medical part of the exercise that helps people fight depression. But of course, if you're into severe depression,
Yeah.
exercise is not the only thing that you can do. I mean, it's you need to seek medical attention because severe depression can also be hurtful, and so it's good to speak with your doctor, and if they recommend, it's good to take because that will just help you, initiate stuff in your body, and then you supplement yourself with good eating,
Mm-hmm.
socialization, and of course exercise.
So
Yeah. Another DBT skill that I teach also is called opposite action, right? Opposite action basically is if you're feeling depressed, a lot of people, they isolate. They just stay in the room. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to engage
Yeah.
anything. So opposite action is basically doing opposite of that. You need to go out. You need to get out. Even for a nice walk of fresh air out there, it's gonna change the way you feel. Or if you're depressed, you know, I wouldn't want you to watch depressing movies. So opposite of that, you need to watch something funny, because it takes your mind a little bit of smile, laugh will change the way you feel. So it's a distraction skill. Because I've met patients where they're just depressed and they don't see any other way out. They're just like really into that hole. So I would really engage them, into doing something opposite. And also I would always tell them, hey, what some of the things that you're proud of. Give me 3 things that you're proud of.
Ooh.
What your biggest achievement. Because I want them, they're suffering with self-esteem, lack of confidence. So I want to bring that out with them. And then they'll say, oh, you know what? Um, I graduated high school. I'm the first in my family to, graduate college. It's a big, and then I will say, wow, that's awesome. That's a big deal. You have to celebrate that, or I
Wow.
took care of my mother, stuff like that.
Yes. Oh, you know what, Rachel? It's like I will have like 3 hours episode on this. Yeah. Because even if this is this little span of time we have, it's like the question of breaking the stigma has been answered already by you, and I would like to thank Joyce also for saying yes, because I do here on Usapang Pinoy. It's not only this is the time we have to get serious on things, because people doesn't even know where to call, doesn't even know that there's a help somewhere. And speaking of help, is there a specific hotline that where people can call?
Yeah, I mean, amazingly, California is one of the richest state. We are loaded with lots of resources. So we have
Mm-hmm.
mental health urgent care. We have, if they just Google Santa Clara mental health or behavioral health, you will be surprised how much resources we have. Crisis hotline, suicidal, hotline. They're there. It's just a matter of, calling. And I always tell patients, you know what? They're not going to know anything about you until you reach out, and you have to reach out because it's okay. We got to break the stigma, because, the stigma is like, oh, if I call, then they're going to say I'm crazy. No, it's okay. We are all dealing with issues. Some people are just, shy, or, they feel like, I don't want to reach out because I feel like I'm burdening you. No, you're not burdening me. It's okay. I'm here to
Yeah.
help you.
Yeah. And Tito Sherwin, Tito Shao, so there's some facilities actually in Santa Clara County, like psych facilities, that you can do voluntary admission. Voluntary
Oh.
admission is stating that, oh, I feel like I want to hurt myself, or I feel like I want to hurt someone, and you go to these facilities and you tell them that, and what's going to happen is they're going to put you like in a hold, meaning that they're going to try to see if there's something that they can do for you. But again, that's voluntary. It's someone cannot just grab you and you're like, okay, you stay here. It doesn't work that way. You need to have that feeling like, hey, I need to seek help, so you can
Mm.
actually go in there. And again, it does not look into your insurance. It does not look into how much your capacity to pay. It's just based into how you feel and how you know that you are seeking for help.
Yeah.
Right?
I got.
Insurance or no insurance, you will be seen, and it's okay. Again, you're right about that. Voluntary, you can just come in and they'll assess you. Social workers going to come in there and assess you. What's going on? Have you been diagnosed with anything, or what are your feelings right now? Are you you know a danger to yourself? Are you having homicidal tendencies? Stuff like that. So it's it's a good thing because in those 3 days, right, 72 hours, the psychiatrist will come in and assess and evaluate you, and then put you on the right course of medication. Um, Again, it's just I've seen so many patients, you know, at their sickest and worst stage really come out and get better. That's the best part. That's what I love about my job, because I seen them really like down, depressed, like they don't see any other way out. And then to see them get better, that's very rewarding for me as a social worker. And I love I keep telling everybody that it's just awesome to be able to help these people. And then they come back and they say, hey, Rachel, you remember me? Or sometimes they
Yeah.
write me little letters or send me cards or thank you notes. So
Mm-hmm.
it's amazing feeling.
Yes. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you so much, and I hope you guys have learned a lot from Rachel and Joyce, of course. And I want to thank you, Joyce, for having this, because I asked really for some guests that can talk more about mental health awareness, because this is very important to talk about, especially we're in an endemic right now, but still I think a lot of people suffer from what we just had few years already, and having a lot of social workers like you that can help people at least mitigate this kind of problems in the community, and we are so very proud of what you do, and we appreciate what you do too, and we me as as a caregiver too. It's not that easy because I go to psychiatrists to go deal with them. I know it's also not easy for you guys to be doing this, and I can see that your passion, and you are very very passionate with this. Reading your bio, okay, your with everything. So thank you so much, Rachel, and thank you, Joyce. And I hope if there are more on this topic, because I know there's a lot to tackle, and probably we're going to have this is general in per se, like we're talking about generally, but we probably are going to go like details soon, for so people can learn from especially from you with experience, right, Rachel? Are you
Yeah.
okay with that? No, yeah. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you again. And Joyce is still in the hospital. Yeah.
Yeah, I just actually got out. That's why I'm like trying to like get you guys. But Rachel, thank you so much. I know it's a short notice, and you're one of those Filipinos that representing us in the hospital. So I feel proud I feel proud working with you, and so that's why and it's great for you to be able to share what you're passionate with and what you work with and all these resources. And I know people will learn from what you have discussed today.
Yes.
Good.
Thank you so much, Rachel. Mabuhay ka. Maraming maraming salamat.
Mabuhay.
Ta- until next time, Rachel. I hope to see you. You work at the region. She works at regional center too.
I work
I
at
Yes.
go there. I that's my second home. I bring my patients for emergencies and every time. So I already know the place, like where you are. And by the way, Rachel, there's a guy in the X-ray room. She is cute. Okay, she she's very cute. She's very
That's why you're
handsome.
that's why you're always in the emergency room, huh?
Yes, that's why I always go to the emergency room. Anyway, thank you so much again, Rachel. I hope to see you
Thank you
soon.
so much.
Hope to see you in person. Yes. Thank you. Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Bye.
Ayan! Oh, guys, marami kayong natutunan ngayon. It's so, oh my God. Sa totoo lang, kahit hindi ako nakakaintindi ng English, so as in, naintindihan ko siya.
She
Oo.
actually
And,
speaks Tagalog, Tita Sherwin.
ay, nakakalokang Rachel na yun! Mamaya pag nagkita kami, ha? Nagtatagalog ka pala eh. Nakakalokang Rachel. Nagtatagalog pala eh. Anyway, so that was a very fun topic, right? I mean, very hindi lang siya,
Informative.
a very informative topic that we did today at Usapang Pinoy. Kaya papasalamat ako kay Rachel again and say you of course, Joyce. Kahit nasa hospital ka, alam ko 'yan, malapit 'yan sa ano, sa cafeteria. Oo, ayan.
Yeah, I have a lot of work today, so medyo late.
Yan. So, finished already? Yes. Wala na tayong oras, guys. Oo. 1 hour lang po ito, hindi po 3 days. Okay?
Let
I
us
didn't
know if
catch
there's any questions. Ito, Sherwin, if you guys have any questions
Just
with mental.
comment. Yeah.
Yeah, mag-comment lang kayo, and then we'll try to see if I can bring it up to Rachel. We work together, so
Yeah,
if
we
there's
can do
any
more on this.
questions.
Yeah, we can do more on this.
Yeah.
Just comment the question, and of course, uulitin ko sa inyo, lalo na sa mga nasa YouTube, comment your answer to the question. Ano ang focus of study ng ating guest today for a chance to win merch? Check us on one of these 3 live streams sa YouTube. Sa YouTube ha, hindi dito sa sa YouTube kasi doon gaganapin. So guys, comment nyo yan at saka pa-share naman din ng ating videos. Again, nawawala naman tayo ng oras. Bago kayo umalis, merong mananalo ng meron ka bang announcement? Wala, naka-ano ka?
Naka-mute ako. Philam South Bay Community Group is our Facebook name. And then we also have a page, which is Philam South Bay, I think, community page. And of course, our IG is Phil_am South Bay in IG. So follow us over there. We have great news to come. Some stuff at work, but of course we cannot discuss it right now. But again, we do everything for our kababayans and to help our South Bay families.
Yes, and speaking of that, ipapakita natin itong video na to. Diyan ka lang, Joyce, if wala ka pa, may oras ka pa. Let's see kung mapi-play natin ang video na to. Here you go.
Philam South Bay is a group that organizes
Ayan, wala na. Nakakaloka, wala na naman. Wait, hold on. Nawala siya. Ang bigat kasi ng video na yan, nakakaloka.
Yeah, medyo mahaba yung videos eh.
Oo, medyo mahaba yung video na yan, but ayun, tanggalin na lang natin, no? Muna. Pero bumaba kaya tayo, teka lang.
Pwede rin.
Philam South Bay is a group that organizes meetups like this and also helping our community here in San Jose, Milpitas, Morgan Hill, and Gilroy. We created this because of the pandemic and having some of our kababayans that lost their job, and so we are helping them by doing some meetups so they can make some money during the pandemic.
We started with meetups, car trunk meetups, and we would open the trunk and then sell the products. And we did pop-ups in which we had canopies and tents, and we will move forward to like night markets. So it's been a journey, and we've learned a lot of lessons along the way, and we were able to help a lot of people along the way.
A meetup, or sometimes even referred to as a pop-up, it's basically a bunch of different sellers meeting up in one location. And sometimes there's bigger ones called pop-ups where we'll set up a bunch of different tables and a bunch of tents, and sometimes there'll be some fun activities for the whole family. So it's a great experience to come out here and not only buy food and buy other products from other Filipino vendors or whatnot, but it's just a great way to meet new people.
Max Alchemy is the best barbecue in the Bay. Chicken barbecue, pork barbecue, barbecue ribs. This year, maglalabas kami ng new product, yung lechon baka. I'm very, very thankful for Philam South Bay community. Since I started here, they given me a warm welcome. Sobrang daming customer, sobrang supportive ng mga tao. And yung mga admin, sobrang babait, they help me a lot. Hindi lang po ako, lahat po ng sellers na nandito sa South Bay.
The sweet spot, so we make desserts, we make toffee cookies, things like Millionaire Shortbread and Butter Tarts. Back in December of 2021, I joined a group called NorCal Compliant Community Group, and I met a bunch of people there. And after that, I also joined a group called Relapse South Bay. And both of those groups really helped me expand my business. They helped me meet a lot more people, a lot more customers, make some new friends.
The songs Halo Halo was started by my grandparents. The recipe was passed on to us, and it's pretty popular in the Philippines, especially in Pampanga. As what my shirt says, you're not really Kapampangan if you don't know Razon. During the pandemic, people are just really sad. So I kind of thought of somehow sharing in my own little way how we can alleviate the sorrows and the pain during that time. Hopefully, when the business climate is more friendly, I'm planning to open a store with God's blessing.
Doon kami natutuwa. May mga businesses na hobby lang in the first time, naging business. Tapos ngayon, meron na yung iba, may restaurant na or they cater a lot of Filipino dishes na.
Relapse South Bay has actually helped create awareness of the Filipino culture in the South Bay community. We've also helped women, given women empowerment and women being entrepreneurs. The business skills have come out.
I offer business advising for some of the vendors for South Bay in order to formalize their businesses and also nurture them to be more sustained business in the future. And that's through the Small Business Development Center of San Jose. The vendors here in South Bay allows us to reach out to the younger generations, and it's really important because then the recipes, the taste of back home, they can also experience here in the US. And so, they don't actually have to go home. It's more accessible for them.
I think it's really critical for people to come together to develop some collaboration. And I think one of the things that Joyce and admins of this group have really done very well is to collaborate with one another and to show a level of community. As you can see, what's going on right now, even though it's cold out here on a Saturday evening, people are still coming out and supporting the community.
Ang organization namin is planning to continue this for years and years to come. Kasi nakakatulong kami sa mga kababayan natin dito sa San Jose and then in other areas as well. So hindi lang to pang pandemic, ito ay continuous na community service namin para maibalik natin ang pagtulong sa mga kababayan natin.
Ayan, ang ganda mo dun, Joyce.
Ay, hindi ako maganda ngayon.
Kailangan lang talagang kailangan lang palang bumaba tayo, no?
Masyado tayong mabigat.
Masyado tayong mabigat, kaya na-play natin siya. So, again, kudos to Film South Bay sa lahat ng mga admins and in behalf of me, nagpapasalamat din kami sa lahat ng mga Film South Bay sellers, lahat ka na nandyan. And yung mga tumulong sa Film South Bay, di ba, Joyce?
Yes, ang dami na, pati na rin sa mga supporters, sa mga, it's a whole family, it's a whole gang, hindi lang admins or sellers. We build actually a strong community because we try to help each other, not just by pandemic. Sabi ko nga, tuloy-tuloy ito hanggang matulungan natin lahat ng Pilipino.
Yes, ayan. So, alam nyo, yung mga nandiyan pa, hi Kitty, yan, napapasok lang, di ba? Oo. Late kayo, nakakaloka kayo. Ang ganda kasi yung pag-usapan kasi ang topic para sa inyo, di ba? Makaka-relate kayo. But, of course, wag niyong i-review niyo ang video. There's a lot of information that you can take and learn from it. So, ngayon, someone is going to win Vibrant Choco. Di ba meron kang Vibrant Premium Coffee?
Oh, yes.
So, we have Vibrant Choco. And then, another one who's going to win a Vibrant Milk Tea. Pati sa yung mga taga sa Pilipinas na nandyan na nanonood, pwede kayong manalo ng ganito. And, of course, shirt. Yun. Oo.
Kasama ba ako dyan?
Oo, kasama. But, I have to see, kailangan malaman natin isusulat ko dito ang mga pangalan ninyo, of course. Please comment hashtag mental health. Hashtag mental health. Ayan, para makita natin kung sino ang ating ay isusulat dito sa ating roleta. Papakita natin ang ating roleta. Sana umano yung roleta.
Ako hindi ako makalabas. Hindi ko ma-tag.
Oo, hindi ka makalabas? Ay, di magano ka? Ayun. Leo, Justine, Calieja. Ayan. Habang nagsusulat ako, mag-invite ka na dyan. Parang wala bang meet up this Saturday? Oh my God. Sino ba to? Bakit healing music? Nakakaloka. Healing music. Ana Rita Reyes. Oy, congratulations, Ana Rita. Again. Yes. Mag-congratulate tayo kay Ana Rita Reyes. Yes. Okay. Comment, guys. Dali. Castile. Isusulat natin Amara Flores Magallanes. Para alam nyo lang na sinusulat ko, di ba? Ayan. Di ba, Joyce? Dalawa ka na dyan.
Ay, naku, nawala ako. Tanggalin mo yung isa, ayan. Nawala ako kasi kanina, kasi tinatry kong mag-hashtag.
Healing. Bakit meron ganun? Healing. Sino to? Healing music.
Tignan mo kung sino kasama ko.
Sino kasama mo?
Hi.
Nandiyan ka. Nakakaloka. Nagpaano ka ba? Pa-appointment dyan? Nagpa-appointment ka ba dyan?
Hi, everyone. I'm available for free consultation on Saturday. Let me know.
Facebook user. Sino si Facebook user? Si Miss Mirna. Hindi kasi alam yung ano nila. Jace Cruz. Hello po! Meron pong Jace Cruz dyan. Nanonood kaya ang Jace Cruz.
Tito Sherwin, mag-ano na ako ng tindahan Pinoy.
Okay.
So, we started every Tuesday. Mr. TP? Come here. Hi. Oh, here's my daughter too. So, visit us over at Tindahan Pagkain Pinoy, Monday to Sunday, from 7 a.m. Till 9 p.m. from Tuesday to Saturday, and then on Sunday until 5 p.m. May promo po kami today, every Tuesday. For every silog or combo meals, you'll get a free soda or free water. So, come visit us and try our all-day silog. Different kind of silogs, and of course, our cassava and bibingka. It's gonna be there as well, and hope to see you guys anytime soon.
Wow. Wala bang free na hotdog?
Free hotdog.
Sino si Facebook user? Isulat ang pangalan. May nakalagay Facebook user.
I think si ano yan, hindi yung pangalan niya. Kasi nakikita ko siya sa Facebook, pero
si Marcos Prado.
Oh, yeah.
Nilagay ko na siya ikaw din to Primitivo Prado. Yes.
Aba, dalawang pangalan
Oo. Doon siya nanonood sa isa. Okay.
And of course, Oskin Products. Thank you so much, Oskin.
Yes, maraming salamat, Oskin. Henny Torres Alvarado. Bakit siya na-pin? Nakakaloka.
If you need free consultation, just message share Young Marketplace. Mariel Young Marketplace, Gail Young Marketplace, Joyce Young Marketplace, Xiao Young Marketplace. And if you want to pick up some products, it's also available at Tindahan Pagkain Pinoy.
Wow. Teka lang, ha?
Tignan mo tong aking assistant,
Asan kayo?
Lumabas lang.
Akala ko nasa ospital ka.
Nakalabas ko lang.
Okay, wala na. Okay na? Ayan, dyan yan. I-shuffle natin. Shuffle, shuffle,
Ay, ito, stay
shuffle.
away. Kasi nag-aano siya.
Okay. Ready na natin para sa ano? Para sa isang vibrant choco. Isa lang kasi wala tayong budget today. Okay. Kung sino man nanalo. Pag Anarita, pag ikaw nanalo, bigyan mo na lang sarili mo. Ha? Kasi nandiyan ka naman. So, here is yung isang vibrant choco. Vibrant choco. Masarap kaya to. And the winner is... Ang ganda, di ba? May sound ang aking ano pala.
Dalawang jokes tayo. Ako pala yan. Hi everyone!
Sino ka? Facebook user ka kasi dito. Sino ba yan? Asan name ko? Ilagay mo pangalan mo. Ah! Ano? Nakakaloka.
Yes!
Ipamigay mo yan, Ganyang.
Yes! And it's Jen Yang.
I finally won something!
Ha?
Congratulations! I finally won something!
Correct. Nanalo ka rin. Ayan.
Yay! Thank you!
Okay. And sana ito, di ba? Kasi mahilig ka sa milk tea.
Pwede yan na lang, exchange.
Exchange. Exchange na lang daw. Say ito na lang sa kanya. Di ba?
May mango flavor. Char.
So, yun na lang sa kanya. Ito na mananalo. Pero ito masarap ito sa ano, sa may lugaw tapos nilagay mo champurado. Okay. Sino ba yung walang pangalan? Sino ba yung nandoon?
Tito Xiao, since nanalo ako, sige bigay ako ng isang O-Skin Miss Universe headband.
Wow! Oh, di ba? Kakaloka. Asan pangalan? Sino ba yun? Ay, si Miko. Nandiyan ang pangalan mo. Nilagay ko na nga.
Hi, Miko!
Okay. So, ito muna. Then, Miss Universe Headband Dater. Here is the winner. And then, shower na tayo. Char. And the winner is... Sana si IC na manalo ng vlog. Hindi, si Mariel! Ano na? Ay! Oh, di ba? Kindred! Ayan, congratulations, Kin! Humingi ka kay Tita IC mo, ha? O, Jiva. Nanalo si Kin. O. Okay. And isang Miss Universe headband. Ito na siya. The winner for Miss Universe headband. Ay, nandiyan ang best game of the day. Best game of the day. Congrats, Bibi Ken. Nanalo ka. Ay, mabuti choco. Oh, di ba? Favorite ko siya. Oh, maganda. No, choco. Chocolate. Yes. Ay, ala. Analita, pakilan na yan.
Meron na siya! Nabigyan ko na! Respin!
Nabigyan ka na daw. Respin. Pero hindi ko siya ilalagay. Itatanggalin kasi tawag dito. Meron yung t-shirt eh. So, here you go. For the headband. Respin. Ano nyo lang Ako nga wala akong Miss Universe headband.
Meron ka na?
Sana manalo ako ng Miss Universe headband. Wala pala dyan ang pangalan ko. O, di ba nag-stop? O, di ba din yung alam kung sino nanalo? Nag-stop siya dyan.
Kailangan US winner. Ay,
Nag-stop sa akin.
Any-stop mo?
Hala!
Free consultation on Saturday. Let me know if you guys want.
Healing Music! Congratulations! Yan, sa akin mo yan ibibigay.
US only, Respin.
Oo.
Sige, sa'yo na. Yours na, Tito Xiao.
Yes.
Okay.
Healing Music. Sa akin mo
Thank you.
ibibigay yan kasi ipapadala yan sa kanya. Now.
US winner. Kasi I cannot
Oo.
ship. Yeah.
Hindi, kasi may box, so mapupunta rin sa kanya yun. So, respin! Respin ba?
Respin.
Here you go. Nawala.
Can we do Miss Universe headband para kay Rachel?
Oo nga.
Ka Aizel?
Dito sa speaker natin.
Ha?
Oo, pwedeng bigyan ng Miss Universe headband para si Rachel.
Si Rachel? Yes, of course.
Yes. Ayan. Share screen muna mag-share screen muna ako.
Tingnan mo naman. Habang naka-live ako.
Nandun si Joyce, oh.
Oh, ayan, ang nanalo. Share yung marketplace.
Must be in the United States.
Oo. Bigay mo na lang kay Rachel.
I'll give it to Rachel. Okay, we're good.
Yes.
We're good.
Okay, now
Thank you,
here's the
everyone.
t-shirt. Guys, ayan. Hi, Kate. Late ka na. Pati na lang. The topic is for you, Kate. Na-late ka talaga? Ayan. For the t-shirt. Ayan, Sally Mami. Ay, late ka. Late ka, Ann. Oo. Kanina pa yon, Ann. Ayan, and the winner. Ay, siya din! Si Leia na naman! Oh. Leia, congratulations!
Congrats!
Ayan, congratulations sa ating mga winners. Maraming salamat sa mga nanonood at sa mga nanonood pa. And until next Wednesday, maghanap pa tayo ng topic. Next Wednesday kasi nag-enjoy ako sa mga ganito, mga seryosohan ko, no? Seryosohan ko, no? Pero I really love, and thank you again, Joyce, for inviting Rachel. And ang susunod nating, sa susunod naman, hihimayin natin ang mental awareness. Doon tayo sa ABA, gano'n. Yung mga sinabi niya, hindi ko naintindihan. So, himayin natin yon. Okay? And ano tayo pala, wala na ka bang tawag dito? I-announce?
Meron ka, Joyce?
I already did my announcement already.
Anarita Reyes.
Oh, congratulations, Anarita!
Yes, congratulations, Anarita. We would like to congratulate na sabi na yan kanina. And I would like to thank, of course, tapos na yan. Ba't ang haba? Teka lang.
Hi, Cher. Hi, Mariel. Hi, Gail.
Yes, hello. Okay. I would like to thank Tindahang Pinoy din. Yes, and of course, new product. Ayan, yung walang beauty. By the way, meron ng FF1, guys, okay? Meron sa mga walang FF1, meron ng FF1 na dito na si Dr. Watanabe. Yes.
Doc Watanabe is back, so she's taking orders for FF1 again.
For FF1, yan. And beauty oil also. And of course, ayan ang mga new products ito ng and this is available at youngmarketplace.com. Get yours now. Kasi pag nawalan kayo at nag-Miss Universe, naku, Diyos ko, ewan ko na lang. And Film South Bay, maraming salamat! Jen Yang yan talagang nilalagay dito, di ba? Jen Yang Care Product Distributor, ang official skincare distributor dito sa Bay Area. And Beauty Scout! Yan!
Thank you, Lali!
Sinasabi ko yan. Yes, Lali, thank you so much. Okay, magpapadrip na ako.
Thank you, Tito Xiao. Thank you, Hilaw Shan.
Thank you. Yes, Tindang Pinoy. Thank you so much. And Anarita, 365 days. Congratulations din sa'yo. Maraming salamat. Docs and Images. Love na love ko ang Docs and Images. Carmi Salon, which is located at 101 Dixon Road, Milpitas, California, 95035. And yan ang number to make an appointment, 408-946-1886. And Miles Bistro 10. Bisitahin niyo yung Miles Bistro. Yes, at 1535 Landis Avenue Suite 141 Milpitas, California 95035. Ayan. At sa mga gustong maging distributor din ng Vibrant Wellness, at ayan po, we have these products and available din sa tindahang Pinoy. Tama ba ako?
Yes.
Tindang Pinoy?
Yes.
Vibrant?
Oo.
Vibrant.
You
Ano
guys
yun?
have that? Yung Tindang Pinoy?
Coming soon.
And
Ay,
then
wala
Nina
pa pala.
Concert,
At
Nina
Ate Lu,
Concert.
ilagay under me. Thank you.
And new product alert for Max Alchemy, the squabble box. If you want to see
Yes,
the
the
real
combo
thing.
box.
Yes, I'm gonna bring it tomorrow. We're gonna eat it at Tindahan Pinoy.
Yan. And I would like to just remind Max Alchemy, the oil. The oil. Maraming salamat guys sa mga nandiyan nanonood. Kitty Piri. Hello. Kate.
May 14 Kananan, Victoria Kiachon will be here. Also, Kit Kat Cakes will be here visiting from Southern California. So then let us know. We're gonna give you more details where they're gonna be.
And of course, ang concert ni Nina at saka ni Lupe Ares on May.
Yes, see you guys there!
See you guys there. Makikita nyo ako kasi nandun ako. Yan. Maraming salamat again sa panunood. And don't forget to follow Film South Bay. Follow Xiaovibes on IG, TikTok, and Twitter. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. At wag din kakalimutan ang every Friday ang Miss O Show, 8 p.m. dito sa atin. And then 11 a.m. sa Pilipinas. And then O Glow with Jen. Yan. Depende po sa mood niya. Oglo. Yung Oglo is depende sa mood niya. Ayan. Thanks again for watching. My name is Shada Beck, parang Beckang Rapper. Yan. And of course, I know, coming soon, di ba? Hanggang sa muli dito sa Usapang Pinoy. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat na nanonood.